Okay. 3. Now, this is a big one, and I get a lot of this, and our haters are really big on this one. Me and you run an international kidnapping and human trafficking ring. This is a good one, because I love this, because everyone who dislikes us and hates us instantly jumps to...
They're sex traffickers!
Yeah. That's why we're on a podcast and like completely free in our house. Is house arrest? I mean, what is this?
That's why we're free to travel the world.
Right? Can I talk a little bit about the origins of this story? So the origins of this story is because there were some photographs of the police who did in fact come to my house, and the police did in fact search my house. Now the internet, like everything else, they get pictures of the police searching someone's house. The internet can just run away with whatever it wants to say. But the actual story, I wish it was something cooler. It's so fucking lame that I'm going to tell you all right now. A girl had been at a party at my house, and her boyfriend, who was obviously a fan of Emergency Meeting Live, saw her Instagram stories, said, "Oh my God, you're at the Tate brothers' house in Romania." This was some American chick. And she went, no, I didn't want to come to this party. They made me come here and I'm not allowed to leave. She said that to her boyfriend. That's some bullshit excuse. So her boyfriend is obviously one of these believe all females. Oh my God, my girlfriend's not a hoe kind of guys. She was a hoe.
She was, 1 second. She wasn't even hot.
She wasn't even hot.
She was ugly.
He calls the fucking police and says, my girlfriend's being held against her will by the Tate brothers. The police call the American embassy, and the next day, the police come to our house, fully loaded. The American embassy send the cops to our house. Now, they take us to the police station. So all the pictures of me and Andrew being taken away by the police, those are real photos. And what happens is they search our house. They find no drugs. They find no women. They find no people. They find nobody. It's a big, luxurious, amazing, badass fucking house, but there's nothing illegal in the house. So we're sitting there at the police station. The prosecutor says, yes, we searched your house. I'm like, all right, good. What'd you find? Well, nothing. But the report said that you were holding people hostage. I said, bro, there was no one at my house. He goes, yes, I know. We checked the CCTV. I said, oh, what did you find? The girl who made the complaints was outside the gates taking pizza delivery and coming back inside. Ha ha ha. So I'm sitting there laughing. The police are laughing. The prosecutor's laughing. And then I went home. But the internet being the internet, now we run an international human trafficking and kidnapping ring. But we didn't go to jail for even 1 second. I don't understand how that could be true. If we were caught doing the things we're accused of, where are the fucking handcuffs?
Once again, it's low IQ.
Yeah, low IQ.
So like people like Ethan, the fat dude, and low IQ people, they know that they can't attack us. They can't attack how we look. They can't attack our success. They can't attack our mindset. They can't attack anything. So what they do is they grasp onto anything they can.
Yeah.
They know it's not true, but it gives them something to talk about. If you take that away, what they're going to do? If you tell that fat, what's the video of him, matey boy? You know, the fucking dork.
Oh, the fat guy.
The fat guy with his chick.
Oh, the overweight guy.
Yeah, and I stole his chick.
Oh, Captain Diabetes.
Right. So if you take away his lie about sex trafficking, all he can do is sit there and go, hey, that Tate guy, bro, he's so much richer, taller, stronger, interesting, and funny than me. What a loser.
Yeah, I think
like that's all he's got.
Yeah.
The dude ain't got shit.
And here's the thing, me explaining this, and if you're watching this, cut that story up and share it all over the internet as much as you like. It will never go away. That accusation will be here forever. And no matter what is said about me in the future, I could save the fucking planet from a global catastrophe, and there'll be people out there, well, he's a human trafficker. It will never go away because that's the nature of the internet. But you know what? Fine. Say I'm a human trafficker.
We could save the world from an asteroid.
And they would still say, well, they're human
Ethan
traffickers.
will sit there in between his 8th and 9th taco.
I think they run a sex ring.
You know what's actually funny about since that thing?
I do run a sex ring. It's called my harem of girlfriends.
You know what's
They're
funny?
all willing participants.
Exactly. What's funny is this. One, that there's dudes out there so soy. Imagine that. You catch your girl on Instagram at our house.
Yeah.
She says,
oh, they made me come
to this big party.
And she's dancing in the videos. She's dancing.
And
The police have the videos. She's dancing around, twerking.
And you sit there and go,
oh my God, she's kidnapped.
Are you okay, baby?
I'm gonna save you. Bro.
Ooh, imagine believing that story. What the fuck is wrong with these dudes? Let me call the embassy. He called the embassy.
So if I have a girlfriend from Romania, okay, I look at her Instagram story and she's at some G like Dan Bilzerian's house at one of his parties dancing around. I say to her, what are you doing at Dan Bilzerian's party? And she says, I was forced to come here. I then what? Call the cops? Say that Dan Bilzerian kidnapped my girlfriend? Who believes these women? Who believes these women?
He's probably with her now. He's probably still with her now. And
Okay, but I believe you.
are you okay? Are you traumatized? It's okay that we don't sleep together anymore. I know you're traumatized from your experience. Have a good night out in the club with your friends. Bro.
Who believes this?
Bro.
Bro,
listen.
Bro, if you're watching, man who called the police, I know your name. I'm not going to say your name. I've read all the files. I've got the reports. If you're watching, I know your name. Just hit me up on Instagram. I'll tell you what she was doing at my house.
If you want the truth, we'll give you the truth.
The cops know what she was doing at my house. You can't handle the truth. So yeah.
Woo.
So, okay, rumor number 1. We are the same person. True. Number 2, you are an actor playing a character. True. Number 3, we run an international kidnapping and human trafficking ring. Okay, true. You caught us. Caught us.
Girls
Guilty.
come by. Girls come to our house voluntarily. Let's just take a quick break to just in case anyone watching this didn't know who I was talking about earlier when I was talking about the dude who is literally the worst human in the world. You know what's interesting? I tweeted something out the other day and it's so completely and utterly true. I said, if you could build yourself like a character inside of a video game.
Yes.
And it didn't take any work, any effort, any years of pain, any mental strength. You could just quickly tick the assets. Yeah. Nobody would choose to be weak over strong. Nobody would choose to be fat over thin. Nobody would choose to be a soy piece of shit. So when these people are soy pieces of shit and pretend they want to be that, they don't. They just don't have enough mental power to stop themselves from being that. So they're innately jealous. Very, very jealous.
Yes.
Because they're like, how did he manage to not become so massively overweight when I can't stop eating? Because they don't understand that I'm top G.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Who actually genuinely really because here's the thing let me tell you a little secret. With you close your eyes and imagine what a sex offender looks like. Close your eyes, you have to imagine a person.
He might sue us.
Oh, good. That, like, you don't imagine the guy who women want to have sex with. You don't imagine the 6'4", 110 kilogram, tall, suited up, $200,000 watch wearing guy. You imagine the guy who looks like him. So I'm like, he's calling me some kind of sex offender. I think my man's got skeletons in his closet. Because if anyone's sexually offending, I mean, that's the face.
I beg women to leave my house. I'm not trying to keep them here. I'm like, yeah, baby. Yeah, I do love you. Of course. It's just, I got to do emergency meeting podcast.
Exactly, I know.
So you got to go home because it's the emergency meeting podcast. Sorry. Yeah, I can't wait to see you next month. Okay, bye. Like, why would I be like, please stay and lock in the door? You're correct. It's people who look like that guy.
Yes,
people who
they
look
lock
like that guy,
people up.
They lock people up because they're extremely unattractive individuals. They're unattractive mentally. They're unattractive physically. And he knows that. So that's why we know this allegation will never go away. Because they need to latch onto it, because without that, they have nothing bad they can say about us because we're better specimens of man. So we understand the allegation's here to stay.
It's here to stay.
And guess what?
Keep saying it. We don't care.
We don't give a fuck.
We don't care.
We don't care.
But one more, in fact, I've said this before, but I'll say it one more time. All of the things that these fat soy losers complain about women for, they say women only like men who are tall. Women only like men who are rich. Women only like men who have exciting lifestyles and private jets and fast cars and Ferraris. They accuse women of all these things, and then they say, "Oh, the Tates must kidnap their women." Like, in what universe can you say both of those things? If all the things that you think women like are me, why am I then also a kidnapper? Why would I need to kidnap women? Because you're right, women do like the guys who are tall and strong.
When that video, what's funny is when all these allegations start going around the internet. I get about 50 to 100 DMs on Instagram a day from women.
Please kidnap me.
Hot women.
Please.
Will you kidnap me? Smiley face. Or your house looks nice. I don't mind being kidnapped.
I heard you're a dangerous man. Wink face.
Yeah, they are bro. Now we got girls just trying. Please kidnap me. And I'm like, no, I'm not going to kidnap you. You're not hot enough. Please come, please kidnap me. I'll be a perfect slave. They're begging to be kidnapped, and we're denying it. We're like, no, I'm sorry. No, we're
not actually kidnappers.
We're not
sorry
actually
to disappoint.
kidnappers. I'm sorry.
Sorry. Right. So
next accusation.
Rule number 4. You are a member. You, not me, because I've heard this about you. You are a
before we go into that one, we need to also address the one that's thrown into this, that I'm a woman beater.
Yes. No, that you beat women. Okay, so the context of this was Andrew was on a reality TV show called, I'm not even going to say it. Fuck that TV show.
I was on a reality TV show. Let me give context. I was on a reality TV show. This is maybe 10 years ago, a long time ago. And a video from me from 10 years ago, hitting a bitch with a belt, came out on the newspaper, right? And when it came out in the newspaper, everyone's like, Tate's a woman beater. He beats women. Look at this hitting video with a belt, blah, blah, blah.
And the video is still shared by people like Mr. Pedo Smile.
Pedo Smile.
Yeah.
So that's a good name for him.
Yeah, because he's got that weird pedo-y smile, that weird creepy pedo-y smile.
Let's see.
You know?
Let's find it. Let's find the pedo smile.
The pedo smile. Because
let's find it.
Okay, we're gonna see.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
It's got that smile of the pedo. You know, I mean, I've got kids, and I would not let my kids around this dude.
Agreed.
I let my kids around Andrew.
Yeah, look,
pedo smile. What's wrong with him? That weird, creepy smile. There. Oh, there. That's the one. Hi, kids. No.
Hi.
Don't come near my children.
I have a podcast.
You're gonna catch these hands
for sure. So anyway. You catch more than the hand.
So, yeah, exactly. So you were on a reality TV show, and a video of you hitting a woman with a belt.
Yeah, so video of me hitting a woman with a belt blows up. It's all this is like 10 years ago, before the internet was big. So it's like English tabloids, blah, 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 blah. Andrew's a woman beater, Amber's a woman beater. The woman, obviously, now once again, this is an IQ test, right? Because any guy who's bad with women would look at it and go, Tate's a woman beater. Any man who's actually a G, who's been around a little bit, would look at the video and go, man, she wants that shit. That's just her. Like, she's with the big ball. She likes it.
A little bit of spanking.
You know, it's normal, right?
But if you're going to get some spanking.
But if you're a dude who never gets laid, you can't fathom that a woman would want that. You're like, no, women want to be treated like princesses. I bought my crush a cupcake, and she replied to my text. So they can't fathom it. So really, this is not even an IQ test. This is a test of how good you are with chicks.
Well,
right?
Women do like being treated like princesses in the way that they like being kidnapped by big, strong villains. So
that is true. Princess Peach. We're Bowsers. So it's actually a test of how good people are with women, right? Because the people who go, Andrew beats women, every time I see that comment, I just know that dude doesn't get laid.
Oh, at all.
Never.
Porn addict.
Yeah, porn addict. Serial masturbator.
Yeah.
But the dudes who get laid go, that's clearly fucking role play.
Fun, yeah.
That's clearly role play. So anyway, the girl came out and made a statement. You can Google it. Came out and made a statement to the newspapers herself saying this. Me and Andrew was just playing a game. Andrew would never seriously hurt me. Andrew's a really lovely guy. I like him. She herself went to the newspapers.
Yes.
But then these dorks, because they can't fathom it. It's like a different reality. In their mind, it's a different universe. So they're like, there's no possible way this beautiful woman wants to be with Tate. And he hit her with a belt, and now she's saying that she wanted it. That's not true. So
he must have a gun on her.
He forced her to say that. So now I forced her to go to the newspapers by her own accord. Because in their minds, they can't possibly fathom, because they've never had a woman like them.
Yeah.
Right? They've never had a chick actually like them. So they can't believe it, because they're like, no, that's not how it works. You buy the girl a cupcake, and then she texts you back, and then she fucks the other guy, and then eventually, in the end, you get to raise her son that he had with the other guy. Like that's what they think how it works with chicks, right?
Their dream.
That's their dream.
Yeah.
So they don't understand it. So then I'm about to play you a video I made maybe 2 years after that event. So now it's
a 6-year-old video.
So now, no, I think that event was 9 years old. So this video is maybe 7 years old of me and the woman from the video, the alleged beating victim, sitting in a hotel room. This chick, who I'm still with, is cray cray. Listen to her. Turn around. Look.
You gonna do it again? Are you gonna do it like a man this time?
What do you mean like a man this time? Last time I beat you.
Pussy last time.
Like a pussy?
Yeah.
I beat you so bad, I've been called a woman beater all over the fucking country.
Well, to me that was like a pussy. You need to do it like a real man. Or stop taking a bell off.
You're fucking crazy, you have mental problems.
Does that look like a victim to you?
Andrew, I'm just saying,
she was like, you didn't beat me enough.
You should have bought her a cupcake. I don't think you actually know anything about women.
I should have bought her a cupcake. You're right.
Yeah.
So this is the victim.
Yeah.
This is the alleged woman I beat up. Woo!
And you know,
you can tell what a victim she is. And once again, everyone knows this is one of those things that's going to stick. I'm a woman beater
It will stick,
forever.
yeah.
I'm a woman beater. I'm a sex trafficker. Da-da. I don't give a fuck. You know what? Along with the 100 please kidnap me DMs, I also get 100 DMs from beautiful women that these dorks, the kind of guy who would call me a sex trafficker or a woman beater, he DMs girls on Instagram, they ignore him.
Yeah.
Those same girls DM me, and guess what they say?
Please hit me with a belt.
Basically,
Yeah,
yes.
basically.
You're finally, put me in line, wink face. The number of girls who send me links to the video saying my turn, smiley, like it's crazy.
Who are married to men who are weak.
Yeah, like
married women.
And then Ethan, pedo smile, he'll come and say, this guy's actually a sex trafficker. Da-da-da. And then all his comments full of incels and fat people will be like, yeah, he's a horrible person. And then a hot girl might catch a glimpse of the clip and then DM me saying, my turn, wink face. Like, it's all good for me.
Thanks, Ethan.
Thanks,
we
Pedo.
appreciate it.
I just win.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
And by the way, as soon as the police give me my CCTV tapes back, the clips of the girl who accused us going out and getting pizza and shit, that will be all over Takeoff Financial Live as well. That's going to be on Emergency Meeting. I may have to blur her face because, I mean, the party had a lot of women, but she was substandard.
She was. It was cheerleader effect. Like, we had a bunch of
Cheerleader
8s,
effect.
9s. She was like a 6. And we kind of just threw
She
her in the
blended
mix.
in.
I think she got upset. Like, there's too many hot girls around.
Yeah.
It's just-
Well, I wasn't even at the party. Here's the funny thing. So she accused me because she knew me. She didn't even know Andrew. The party that happened at my house, where I apparently was holding her hostage, I wasn't there. I looked around at the party and thought, nah. And I went to the club and I stayed somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I'm the best. I'm obviously a mastermind kidnapper because I wasn't even at my house.
Yeah, the CCTV is all the girls partying and me and you walking out and going to the club.
Yeah, we leave. We're not even there. We're not even there. And the police were like, but you are not there. I said, bro, I told you.
So yeah, it's a big joke.
Yeah, it's a big joke.
So,
But this will stick forever. So get used to hearing this.
whatever.
I'm a kidnapper. He's the woman beater. It's never going to leave the internet because these people need this.
They need
this
They
to
need it.
grasp onto.
But because without it, they have nothing to attack us with. But what they don't understand, and this is the beauty of the universe because I am God's favorite, the harder they purport and propagate the lie that we are sex traffickers or women beaters, the more beautiful women DM us begging to be kidnapped and spanked.
Who's basically the most famous man on the internet right now?
Me.
And do you think that these people talking bad about me and you especially, has helped that massively? It's 25% of the fucking growth. Oh, Mr. Producer, I owe you big time. You reignited my fire. I knew the game was rigged, but I didn't know why. We'll smoke a ciggy soon. I'm joining the war room, blah, blah, blah.
Good. See you inside, brother.
Cool.
Any others?
Tristan, that you drank all those energy drinks. That was a dangerous thing. What happened after? Oh, I took a nap. Oh, yeah, when I set the Red Bull world record and drank 9 cans in 3 minutes, afterwards, I had a nice little lay down, nice little relax. It gave me the energy I needed to hit the hay and finally get some sleep. Because as we know, I don't sleep. I'm a vampire.
That's true.
That's rumor about me. That's true, by the way. I am, in fact, a vampire.
Got the energy to take a nap. Now you're talking about me being the most famous person in the world. James. Sorry. What's his name?
Behind the scenes man.
Guy. Can you do a Google thing and see, like, compare my name in search results to, like, fucking, who else is famous? Donald Trump and Jake Paul. And
Oh, but Donald Trump's first wife died, actually. Seriously, and I'm not joking.
Sorry to hear that.
Rest in peace. The Donald Trump Jr.'s mother, Ivanka Trump, died falling down the stairs. Rest in peace. That's actually very sad. Very sad news.
But look up other famous people. Let's see who's more, because I'm top G now. So let's have a look.
Yeah.
So look up a bunch of people.
Yeah, some dude with 10 followers sent me a message saying, your brother's got more followers and is more famous than you. I'm like, bro, I'm more famous than you. Oh, I've only got 750,000. You got 10. Why
What color is your brigade?
Yeah, exactly. Stupid.
Right. What's the next rumor?
4. Actually, you know what? Actually, let's get to that. Whose cars are whose? Actually, this is a rumor I hear all the time. I hear that it's actually me who gets accused of this. I'm flexing with your cars. You don't get it as much as me because very few people know who I am and don't know who you are outside of Romania.
Yep.
So who's flexing with whose cars? Whose cars are they? Because we get this all the time.
We have 27 cars between us, and,
Yes.
we drive them whenever we want.
Yes, they're all on our driveway.
They're all ours.
Yes.
The house is ours.
Yes.
It's all ours. Besides women in underwear, we share everything.
Yeah. So some loser said to me famously on the comment blew up. He said, "You and your brother sharing one car." I said, "No, we share 27 cars, 6 mansions, and $100 million." And I got like thousands of likes on it, and it shut him up. Yeah, we share shit. We're brothers. It's the way it is. Right. Rumor number 4, Andrew, are you associated with the Illuminati or the Freemasons? I don't know the answer to this question because you get accused of this. Are you Illuminati / Freemason?
I get accused of this because, in fact, let me see if I can do some Mr. Producing. Mr. Producing. I'm going to see if I can do this.
Everyone smash the like button. The channel is blowing up. I think our record live was about 4,000. We're at 17,000 views right now on YouTube. I don't even know what Twitch is. I don't have a Twitch account, but we probably got a few views on there as well. Can you, everyone smash the like button, share this video around. This is just the beginning of the Tate brothers. This is just the beginning. We're gonna conquer the world. We'd already conquered the world before anyone on the internet knew who we were. We were driving around supercars, living in a mansion, debt free, living well. Well, now we're taking over the world. So everyone smash this like button, help get the message out there. The message is too powerful. Who we are is too strong, too powerful, too real, too legit, etc., etc.
Mr. Producing. I'm trying to do some Mr. Producing. But yeah, everyone like the like button because
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to do some Mr. Producing.
Trying to show the hand signal.
Yes, but it's making me log in.
Just do it now and just explain it.
Oh, I can't. Okay, yeah. So
Thanks for the happy birthday messages, everyone, by the way. I appreciate it.
Right.
I turned 34 yesterday.
So if you go to my Instagram, which is @CobraTate, you can find a picture of my father, and he's sitting there with a hand symbol. He's sitting there like this. He looks his fingers, and he puts his thumb and his hand together. I do the same thing because I am my father's son. And I do it in a lot of my Instagram pictures. And in that Instagram post, there's a few examples of me doing it and my father doing it. The reason I do it is because when your brain is as advanced as mine, you have to complete the circuit. I'm full of electricity. My blood's on fire. And by completing the circuit,
Tiger blood.
try it at home. Try this right now, children, ladies, if there are any. Ladies, doesn't matter. You know.
Oh, we know ladies are watching me.
Yeah, of course, but they ain't got any power. But gentlemen, try it. Try the hand symbol. Complete the circuit of your body. Make the electrons flow. And I do it because it increases my powers. It's like a power up. I don't really watch cartoons, but I'm sure like in Dragon Ball Z, before he fights, he does something and powers up.
It's like when Super Mario gets that mushroom.
Exactly. That's
Mario
exactly
is a G.
Mario is a G. So it's like a power up. And my dad used to do it when he played chess, and I used to do it before I fought. So I started doing it, and people start saying, that's an Illuminati hand symbol. He's a Freemason hand symbol. I'm not associated with the Illuminati or Freemasons because I'm associated with a group called the War Room. Our group. And the War Room is basically very similar in many ways. I'm not going to talk too much about what the War Room is and what it can do, but let's put it this way. I'm still alive, and the War Room kept me alive. In fact, people say...
War Room kept a lot of people alive.
Kept a lot of people alive. In fact, it said, how did you blow up so big on the internet? Because 3 or 4 months ago, I instructed the War Room to make me the most famous man on the planet. And here we are. That is the power of the War Room.
It is.
Whether it's the internet, whether it's the real world, we can do everything. So I don't need any other groups.
Besides Antarctica, we have hands that reach across every single continent.
That's who we are. So I have no beef with, but I don't need Freemasons, don't need Illuminati, whatever. I got my own thing. It's called the War Room. Anyone who follows me in detail, anyone who's a member of the War Room knows how legit we are, knows how powerful we are. I've just blown up and conquered the fucking internet by the War Room's will. That is why I make the hand symbol, and that is my affiliation when it comes to groups. Next rumor.
Right. This one, actually, of all the rumors that annoy me, I like the I'm a international human sex trafficker. That's a cool rumor. This one, me and you are not real kickboxers.
Yeah, there's some real, like on Twitter, there's some real like anon, day game, like real like soy
autistic
losers who were like, yeah, he's not a real kickboxer. All right, so let's break this down. First things first.
Yeah.
Okay, first things first. My fight record, well, not all of it, but part of my fight record was on my Wikipedia page. My Wikipedia page has been vandalized. So some super dork, who probably lives in New York, lives in his apartment, super pod.
That guy,
same guy.
He's
gone on my Wikipedia and deleted all my kickboxing accolades, deleted everything,
and said sex trafficker.
So it's Ethan's fanboy.
Yeah, Ethan's fanboy.
So I don't know how Wikipedia works,
and we don't even care.
And
we didn't put the Wikipedia up.
Yeah, I don't care. There was a lot more details before this dork attacked the page.
Yes.
Now, what's even better than a Wikipedia is video.
A picture speaks 1,000 words.
Yeah, so there's people who say, Tate's not a real kickboxer. There are videos on YouTube. You can type in Andrew Tate highlights. I'm about to play you with my Mr. Producing skills, a small clip.
Yeah.
Where there is about 9 minutes of video of me kicking the living fuck of
40 different people.
about 40 dudes.
So CGI, special effects,
CGI,
CGI. Right. So, I mean, video proof is obviously proof. Someone just said, where's Tristan's highlights? I don't actually have a highlight reel. There are 5 or 6 videos of me fighting on YouTube, full fight videos. No one ever made highlights of me. I was the European champion at my very best. Andrew was world champion. And what you have to understand that when you're fighting at these smaller shows, there's no TV cameras. It's not captured. It's not on Eurosport or the TV channels that you were fighting on. There's plenty of videos of me fighting out there. But a lot of the videos of me that simply don't exist. I was fighting at shows that weren't televised. And in fact, a lot of your very, very good fights from your early days, your first maybe 20 fights, there's no video evidence of them because it was just small kind of local kickboxing shows 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And
10, 15 years ago. When,
yeah.
Like there's no iPhones.
Yeah.
None of that shit. So,
But you did make it to the point where you were fighting on national TV all the time. And there's lots and lots of videos of you kicking ass. There's a few of me kicking ass. But largely, a lot of the video content of our younger days and our younger careers has been lost. But again, it's low IQ argument. So if Andrew says he has 86 fights, people say, oh, we can only find videos of 35 of them. Okay, so his first fight was against the fucking Chinese K1 champion. Yeah, that was his first ever fight. He didn't fight at all before that. This was his first match, clearly, because it's the earliest one we could find. Clearly, there was a large fight record to get there. So, you know, it's a very stupid rumor. And again, the people who are saying it, I mean, it's not like Floyd Mayweather is saying that me and you have never had a professional fight. It's a dude who's never had a fight. It's a dude who hasn't got any pictures on fucking Instagram.
Yeah,
it's anons. Well, you haven't had kickboxing fights. The fuck do you know? And plus, there's the act. We were known in the kickboxing community. There are forums 15 years old about our wins and our fights, way before YouTube even existed as a platform, with people talking about us up and coming. So all the evidence is there.
Anybody who's curious about my kickboxing days, I retired officially. In fact, I fought again 2 years ago, but
I am retired. Injury.
Yeah, but you can look up on YouTube. You can type in Andrew Tate King Cobra fight documentary, and there's a documentary about me being followed in the uprun to a fight, and the fight's there as well. And I actually, one of the clips from that
has gone viral.
Has gone viral for how it inspires. It's me when I'm much, much younger. I might actually play that in a second.
Yeah, play it. No, play it because we would have had to start this fake kickboxing career story. What's this? 11 years ago.
Bro, much more than 11.
And 12.
I'm like 20.
You're young. And we would have had to make this video with the plan of faking being a kickboxer 13, 14 years later. But go on, play the video, because this is actually a very good video.
Why I think I fight. Do I enjoy it? No. Do I enjoy training? No. Do I enjoy cutting weight? No. Am I nervous? Yes. Do I think to myself, what am I doing? Yes. Completely. Unfortunately, it's one of those things you're either born with or you're not. And the only way I can explain it to try and make it make any sense is that if I'm not doing something which is either extremely difficult or extremely stressful, I'm in a perpetual state of crippling boredom. I can't explain it. I see other people live their lives and they're like, oh, I can't wait for the weekend because I want to watch this movie. I think, who cares about a movie? You're looking forward to the weekend for a movie? Looking forward to the weekend to get drunk? Like, these things to me are so mundane. They mean nothing. And if I don't fight, if I'm not in a situation where I'm stressed or worried or concerned, I'm just perpetually bored. And boredom's crippling. If you're an intelligent person and you've got a good brain on your shoulders, you can't just sit there bored, you know? So most smart people take the academic route to avoid boredom. They learn, but that's never really interested me either. Although I've always been an intelligent guy and I've always done well academically, it never really interested me. And then I see people climb Mount Everest or jump off buildings or do base jumping, or the guy who jumped from space. People think, what's he doing? He's crazy. I understand. Because some people can't live normal lives. Some people cannot just function 9-to-5 office job, get drunk at the weekends. That is not for some individuals, and it's not for me. So I have to find something which keeps me physically tired enough to stop me going AWOL, and mentally tired enough. And I've chosen fighting, because without this, when I'm not in training, I wake up every day and think, okay, what am I gonna do today? It's 9 a.m. on a Tuesday, I'm bored, everyone's at work, I'm bored, and I'll end up doing something crazy. I'll either end up drunk, or on the Eurostar, or, you know, it's just a random lifestyle, because I'm constantly looking for never-ending entertainment, and it doesn't exist. I think the only thing that could stop me fighting is if I had enough money to constantly entertain myself. Unless I'm a billionaire, I need something that keeps me focused and keeps me occupied in life. With fighting, I have to train twice a day, and I have to train hard, and the stress it brings in every aspect can replace fun, and my mind is occupied. It occupies me. It's the only way I can try and explain it. It occupies me, and I could never stop doing this even if I lost 100 fights, because I'm not built to live a normal existence. I can't do it. I couldn't just have a kid with some girl and sit at home and work a little bit and relax. I've never relaxed my entire life. I don't know what relaxing is. It's just not me.
You know what? I remember that video being made, and I remember being in the room while you were saying that. And I remember our mindset at the time when we were living that life. And what's super cool to me, and I'm being 100% serious for a moment, when he sat there saying, unless I have enough money to keep myself, you know, completely entertained, unless I have, he said billions, but what he meant was tens or hundreds of millions of dollars, then I have to do this. And it's why a lot of fighters end up sad and depressed. And, you know, I'm very, very proud of my brother. I'm very proud of him, because when we made that video, we had no idea. I mean, we thought we'd get there one day, but now we're sitting here with the hundreds of millions, perfectly happy and content and always entertained and living the best life there is, now that we're just about the age where we're too old for fighting. I'm too injured for fighting. You fucking made it, Andrew, and well done. But you're not a real kickboxer at CGI. So again, we are the same person. You are an actor. We do run international kidnapping and human trafficking rings. You are an Illuminati Freemason Mason member, and you are not a real kickboxer. It's all fake and all CGI. So all of this is just made up.
You're right. There's a really good point there. And I said it in the video when I was 21 years old, 22 years old. I said, if I had enough money to permanently entertain myself, I wouldn't have to do this. And like you said, we did it just at the right time.
Yeah.
Because I'm so glad I was poor back then, because if I was rich, like these Twitch streaming dorks I'm doing all these Twitches with, I wouldn't have had the mental toughness to go through hell like I did to become world champion. So I'm glad I was poor, and I'm glad I got rich at the right time so that I could retire from the sport and not have to hold pads in a gym or keep fighting when I'm past it to pay the bills. I'm glad I had a very, very long career, a very, very good career, an amazing fight record, sparked a bunch of people, did an amazing job. And then I took all my millions and millions and
avoided serious injury, took
millions and millions and millions of dollars. And now I get to live the life of a retired champion. Women still call me champ around the house. Hey, champ, you want coffee?
Because
I love it.
It's being a modern day gladiator. And when I say escaped serious injury, I have friends who are permanently injured for life. Shout out to my boy, Emmanuel Rodriguez. And we've seen people die in the kickboxing ring. It's not funny. Thousands of shows happen all across the world every single day, and serious injuries, you hear about them when they're high profile, but they happen all the time.
Every fight I've ever taken in my mind was life or death. And if I fight again, I fought again quite recently, and I'm not against fighting again. I will do it. I don't have to, but I can and I will. And it's life or death for me. And I'm aiming to kill the person in the ring. I don't play games. You can't play games with this sport. So that, if you're interested in my fight career, those are the two videos to watch. The whole documentary of that you can find on YouTube by typing in Andrew Tate King Cobra fight doc, and then Andrew Tate highlights is my full highlight reel showing all the fighting. But for now,
but that actually leads into another rumor. I'm gonna skip one.
One second, because we're super rich. I need to Mr. Producer something.
Okay.
Big Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, real bad man in the blood clot. You understand, eh?
This flows perfectly into the next question.
Andrew Tate and Tristan Tate, real bad man in the blood clot. You understand, eh?
The next rumor I hear about myself. One sec. We have a 400 euro super chat. Shout out. That's going to go to Joe Exotic. I don't know you, and you don't know me yet. I just wanted to say that that going full speed publicity as of late will put immense pressure on your perception of yourself in the world. Be cautious. You were born leaning heavy on intellect, and you understood at some point that blah blah blah. The debate is achievement in the physical. We're fine. Thank you for your concern, but thank you for your concern.
The war room is
Protects me.
tasked with our protection.
The war room protects me, and the guy who helps us run the war room, he wouldn't want me saying his name. He's always watching my back, so we're perfectly fine. We're perfectly fine. That leads perfectly into the next question. We weren't really poor because, get this, and this is going to be, I know a lot of you are going to know this is ridiculous. We didn't really grow up poor because our dad was a chess master. Andrew, do you want to talk about this a little bit, please? We didn't really grow up poor. In fact, let me tell you guys a true story. I was 21 years of age. This is not long ago. 21 years of age. Yesterday was my birthday. And me and Andrew, what did we eat on my birthday?
KFC.
Why did we eat KFC? Because when I was 21, me and Andrew used to have no food. I used to drive my broken Volkswagen Golf to the KFC restaurant in Dunstable, United Kingdom. And I used to sit in my car. And you couldn't ever eat anyone's leftover food if they ever had their mouth on it. But at KFC, they used to buy buckets. And I would sit and wait for people to sit outside, eat their meal, and leave the bucket on the table. And I used to go and take that bucket, 3 or 4 pieces of chicken. And I used to collect 20, 30, 40 pieces of chicken that were perfectly fine left in the buckets. And I used to go home and I used to freeze that chicken. And me and Andrew would break it up, put it in our rice. And that was our meal. That's what sustained us for that hard year. That year we had when I was 21 and you were 22. Yeah. That's how broke we were. I used to scavenge chicken from KFC because I thought, fuck it, I'm not dying and I'm not losing my kickboxing fights because I don't have enough protein. What am I going to do to make it through the day? That's how broke I was. And that's a sad story if you never make it out. To me, that's a happy story. That's a story of triumph. Now it's like, hey, Andrew, it's my birthday. What we doing? KFC? And it's a big joke. We sit there eating our KFC laughing about how we used to scavenge KFC chicken. So we weren't really poor because dad was a chess master. Do you want to talk about that?
Sure. So yeah, what's actually quite amazing is I became, like, we're going to go into the Twitch guys soon because I was talking to these Twitch guys. These Twitch kids I'm talking to now, they're making millions and millions of dollars. And that's why if anyone watched my recent stream with Aiden Ross, he's actually a good guy. He's a nicer guy than I thought he was.
Switched on.
But he's like, am I fat? I'm like, for 21 with all your money? Yeah, you could have the best gym, the best personal trainer. You have all the time in the world. You are ridiculously out of shape for your scenario. We had to become world champion. I became world champion. Tristan became European champion. And like he said, we didn't have enough protein in our fucking diet. We're sitting there eating rice every day thinking this is the cheapest thing we can eat. We have no fucking
sardines.
Money. But we need some meat. How can we get meat? I became world champion without even fucking food. And you got these kids with millions and millions and millions. He ain't even got a 6-pack. It's fucking embarrassing. That's why I had to tell him. And I'm still going to tell him to the rest of his life. I said, bro.
I'll help you, Aiden. Come over, hang out with us. I'll help you out, bro.
Because I said,
bro, I like you.
You need a life coach, bro. And that's why I'm saying I'm glad I was broke when I was young. Because if I was rich back then, with my mindset, I would have been an even better kickboxer. But these kids who have make all this money and they don't do shit, it's ruined them. Now they're just soft. They're going to stay soft. Life's been too easy. They've had no trauma, no struggle. If you want to be a man, you need to go through some real shit. And you have to go through some trauma and use it, internalize it, and that's what turns you into a man. Yeah. If you're a man who's never had hard times, you're not a very good man. Any man who's had an easy life is going to fall and collapse in the face of adversity. And the whole point of being a man, the whole point of masculinity is the ability to resist. That is the whole point. So, yeah, you're right. That's not a sad story. That's a very, very happy story for us. We laugh about it permanently. So, as for why our father, the chess master, our mother,
we weren't really poor because dad was a chess master.
Listen, our dad was a fucking G.
But chess pays zero. Now we have a list of the top 10 richest chess players in the world right now.
Top 10 richest chess players.
Can you get that up?
Yeah, top 10 richest chess players. So we have one, Hikaru Nakamura. He's like number 2 in the world, I think, 50 mil. Fabiano Caruana, he played Carlsen last year in the World Champions, 13 mil. Carlsen, they said he has 8 mil. Kasparov, 5 mil. Judith Polgar, of course, they had to throw her in.
Yep. Hungarian Grandmaster.
Timur Radibov, whatever, 5 mil. Point is, and then it goes down. So number 10 in the world has 2 million.
So these are the top 10 richest players of all time, and the 10th richest player of all time has $2 million American dollars. Now, this house that we're in is bought and paid for. This costs $3 million. We have a car that costs $5 million. If we were chess players, with our net worth, we'd be the richest chess players in the world right now. Our dad was the fucking man, and he taught us everything I needed to know about being a man, but he never had any fucking money. He wasn't even in the top 100 players. He never crossed into the top 100 back in 1998, 1999. That was his heyday. He lived in a car for a lot of his life. There is no money in chess. There's very little glory in chess, which is sad because everyone loves fucking football and soccer and all these sports I don't respect. In chess, you have to be an intellectual titan to even come close to mastering that game. And dad was the man, but he never had a fucking penny. And you know what? This is one of the accusations that if you say it to my face, I'll straight knock you out. Because what you're doing is you're talking about my father's life. There's a book called Triple Exclam, written by Dr. Daim Shabazz. Look it up. It is a book, biography about the life of my father that was written just after he died. If you have any doubts about my upbringing, my dad's financial situation, you think I'm a trust fund kid, pick up that book because a lot of it is about his financial struggles and he never had a fucking penny. And if you say something about my father or his life or my life as a child that you don't know to my face, you're going to be served a knuckle sandwich. So don't talk shit about the dead.
It's
Fuck
on
that.
site.
Yeah, it's on site. Don't talk ill of the dead. Now, you can say anything you want about my father if it's true. Saying he's a millionaire is to discredit the achievements of his sons, and if he were alive, he'd kick your ass, so I have to do it for him.
Correct. We have to, for the bloodline, we got to whoop your ass because that's what he'd do. Dad, our mother and father got divorced. Dad stayed in America to play chess. We moved to Luton, England, lived in a council house, government housing.
Homeless shelter first for 2 years.
Homeless shelter along with all the Kosovans at the time. There was a Kosovan crisis.
Yep.
We were with the Kosovans. Then we moved into a council house. Mother was on the dole. She ended up getting a job as a dinner lady one time. That was it. We were raised on $300 a month. Our father was a professional chess player, driving from chess tournament to chess tournament in a Pontiac Sunbird. Sometimes he won, sometimes he lost. A lot of the time he slept in the car. Had a couple thousand here maybe, but then he had to play chess with it for the next 3 or 4 months, driving across America from California to New York in a busted up Pontiac Sunbird, playing chess and winning games. I've been with my dad when he would go to the park with no food, no money for food, and go to the park and have to hustle the chess park players for fucking $50.
And he'd do it.
And he'd do it because he was a G. And he was not afraid of shit. And I put lots of stories on my channel, Tate Speaks, about him and how the time he got jumped in Detroit and the way he spoke and how hard he was and how he was a genius and hard to kill, etc. Very much like myself.
But he never had
any fucking money. No money. Because he wasn't interested in money. He wanted to play chess. As long as he had gas and food, that's all he cared about. He was a nomadic warrior, Spartan, old school. So the idea that we come from money, absolute and utter fallacy.
It's offensive. Okay. Another rumor that we're not really rich. Now, this one, I have to say, this one's quieting down a bit. When we had 2 supercars, our cars were rented. Then we had 4 and the cars were borrowed. Now we have 27 and the cars are stolen, but we're not really rich. Andrew, do you want to talk about us not being really rich? I mean, this podcast, we wanted to do a podcast. We built the studio, 20 grand. I mean, that's nothing, but we're clearly we have something. Even if this is the first time you've ever seen us. This watch on my wrist is $195,000. This is a Patek Philippe Nautilus, for those of you who don't know. He's got an Audemars Piguet on, completely covered in diamonds. We're not really rich, Andrew. Please, because I can't even do this. We're not rich. You're not rich. You're broke. Tell him.
It's true. We're broke.
No, it's true. It's not. You're supposed to tell them that we're actually rich.
We're broke.
This is a rumor I hear about us.
We're broke.
We're not broke. We're not broke.
We're broke. We're broke.
I was rich before I had money because I've always had the best brother and the best people and the best team around me. Shout out to Marcel. Shout out to Rory. I've got friends. Shout out to Peter Bodnar. I've got friends that go all the way back. I'd never felt broke, but I was poor. But yeah, we're fucking rich. We were just rich.
We were born with no money and the best and good parents, and that's the best upbringing you can have anyway. So yeah, we are rich now. If anyone who still thinks we're not rich, then they're just a dumbass, aren't they? I mean, there's going to be some autist on the internet who's going to do some hit video. I've worked out that the Tates only have $221 million.
Oh my God. Fuck off.
Dork. So yeah, I mean, there's just some kickboxing belts I'm just gonna throw in there because I'm Mr. Producer. Mr. Producer.
Those are mine. Those 2 belts are mine. And some people are asking about my fight record. I had about 35 fights, lost 6, 129. I was look, fuck around and find out. The video got banned. But if you Google sitting on Bugatti punched, there's a video going around the internet of what happened to a bunch of dudes who were sitting on the Bugatti. Now, luckily, they only caught my side of the story, but me and you approached those 7 dudes out of nowhere, and it wasn't pretty what happened to them. So you don't think I can fight? Fuck around and find out. In fact, there's a point I want to make. And I've always wanted to make it on an emergency meeting about how complimentary it is when dudes attack me and write personal attacks at me from anonymous accounts. Hear me out. This is the best compliment in the world. You're not really hard. You're not really rich. But it's an anonymous account 100% of the time. It's never the actual guy's face. It's never the actual guy's name. Fear is better than respect to a lot of people. That's a real saying. People, it's better to be feared than be respected. Now, if you're going to disrespect me by telling me that I'm broke or telling me that I can't fight or saying whatever, I like that you do it from an anonymous account because I see the anonymous account and I'm like, oh, good. He fears me. This guy is brave enough to disrespect me. No, not brave enough. Sorry. Bold enough to disrespect me, but he is not brave at all. He's had to make a new Instagram account, somehow tag me in enough stories that I see his message and then disrespect me. Oh, so you're scared. If you're going to come at me, beg me for money, call me a loser, do it from your actual account with your face and your name, please. Because then if I see you, we can discuss it in person.
While we're talking about this, you're right. You're completely right. But while we're talking about this, something just popped into my head that I want to make a statement. This is a public statement. Please, I hope this goes as viral as possible. Since I became the most famous man in the world, and quickly, I want everyone to know that I'm not stating that as hyperbole. I am currently the most famous man on the planet because I've broken the matrix because I am Morpheus. I said earlier on in this emergency meeting that, James, can you find out if I'm more famous, the most famous man in the world, blah, blah, blah. Here we go.